Alright, what's up YouTube? So as you can see, I've lost or broke or both my tripod. So I'm using my other phone as a flashlight for this video and just recording it with my hands. So ignore the big shadow in the background. I know I usually have a little bit better of a setup when I'm at the house, but it is what it is. But this video is mainly gonna be not mainly, this video is gonna be like cars. Me personally, I would say target in high school. Well, high school through like 25, around that time frame. The first car on my list is gonna be the one that I had, which most of y'all know about, which is a G35. Me personally, I had a 03. I had a 03 G35. The interior is luxury, but it still comes with like 300 horsepower, 280 horsepower, something like that, depending on which one you get and what you do to it, like cold air intake, stuff like that. They sound amazing when you cut the muffler off. I know some people don't like the sounds when you cut the muffler off. Me personally, I cut the resonator off of mine and it sounded great. Like, I was rocking with it. So first car on the list is definitely gonna be get you a G35. I'm gonna put the pictures up here somewhere, so don't worry about that. But I would also suggest sedans, the G35 sedan. For one, because if you're young and it's in your name, it's cheaper on insurance if you have the sedan. For two, if you have friends, I didn't, but if you have friends, you can pick them up and stuff like that without anybody being cramped. And overall, it's just more practical. Like, it can kind of serve as like, you can take your moms out in it, like y'all can go on a family trip or whatever in it, or you can do some sporty stuff with it. It is rear wheel drive. It has a 3.5 V6 in it, so it's still like everything, and the parts are relatively cheap because it shares the same body style with the 350Z. So like, it's kind of like having a 350Z without having a 350Z. It's the same engine, same parts, same wheelbase, same chassis. Everything is the exact same. So I would definitely suggest looking into a G35 in high school. The other thing I would suggest, this is more like if it's going to your parents' name or something like that, or you have decent insurance, like a 04 Mustang GT, around that time frame. Any of those around that time frame. The body style has never went out of style, not once. Everybody knows what it is, and they sound amazing when you put like, especially the 5.0s, all of those, they sound good. Like, I would definitely get one of those. They're kind of sleepers. Like, nobody really knows what it is looking at it. Like, they don't know how fast or powerful they are, but they're relatively cheap and relatively easy to find. The G35s, by the way, now I think they're like $3,000. I'm sure you can find a lot for under $3,000. They might have a little dings in it, might have a little stuff that you have to do, but overall you can find them for under $3,000. These Mustangs, I would say under $5,000, like up between like $1,500 if it has some problems, and $5,000 for some decent condition ones. Those, like, to me, I think they only come in the coupe, right? Yeah, okay. But I had to make sure. But to me, those are like the best V8 you can have in high school. Me personally, I hate Ford. Like, I feel like they're always breaking. I feel like a lot of stuff with Ford. So the fact that I don't like them, but I'm saying they're in the list, definitely like top 2 in the list, I would definitely get one. I'm not gonna hold you. They did exactly what they needed to do. They look good, they sound good, they're powerful. You can impress your friends. You can like slide around if you want to slide around. You can do all that stuff. A third car on the list would be a nice Maxima. Honestly, new, old, in between. Maximas also had that same, not the exact same engine, but they had that 3.5 liter V6 in it. So it's still pushing a decent amount of horsepower as the G, but it's more known, a little bit more reliable, I will give it that. And the parts are way cheaper for those cars. They are front wheel drive, obviously, so the difference between the G and that is that rear wheel drive, you know, slide, have fun, dig races, all that stuff. And then the Maximas are front wheel drive. So you can't really have as much fun with them, but they do pull. They do have some speed. They do sound relatively nice when you cut the mufflers off. everybody knows them as like a sleeper car. Like they don't look like they're like that, but once your friends get in and you hit the gas pedal, they're gonna be like, oh, okay. Especially if they don't have cars, or they don't know a lot about cars, or they haven't been in many fast cars, it's going to seem fast to them. I had a 95 Maxima. It was the funnest car I had. Besides the G, it was the funnest car that I've had. But that would definitely be on that list too, because it's way more reliable. It's way more everything. Those, if you find an old one, you can probably find them for like under 3K. Same with the if you in that 05 range, you can probably find them for under 3K. I didn't research that, so if I'm a researcher after the video, I know that's backwards, but I'll put the price up here if I'm wrong on any of these prices, because I'm currently looking at cars, so these are like things that I've seen for real. Oh, another car, fourth car would be an Acura TL. These are becoming way more known now than they did back when like I was in school. I'm saying back, but it was 3 years ago. I graduated in 2020, so like they were not popular back then. Like you would get G35s weren't popular back then, Acura TLs weren't popular back then, Chargers wasn't even as popular back then. But the TLs are like kind of like the JDM, cheap, perfect, classic. You can mod it, it can look nice, it's reliable, it's parts are cheap, easy to find, easy to put in the shop, easy to work on yourself. Like you get the most benefits from Acura TL. Also another V6, also another front wheel drive. So if you like completely against front wheel drives, kind of like me, then it is what it is. The only cars on this list for you is the Mustang and the G. But if you just want like a nice, reliable, nice, chill car, daily driver, cut the muffler off of it. Also, I don't really like how they sound too much with the muffler off, but they do sound pretty good. I mean, they're not bad. Like they're not like an L4 sounding car. So I would definitely look at Acura TL. They're probably the cheapest ones on the list. You can probably find some still for around 1,000, 1,500, stuff like that. I definitely say under 25. That was the fourth car. All right, so the fifth car I'm gonna put on this list. I know how this is about to sound. I know exactly how this is about to sound. But a Toyota of any kind. Any Toyota truck, SUV, car, anything, they are all as reliable as can be, bro. Like, if you get in one of those in high school, you can take that up until like you're like 30 if you want to. If you take care of it and you want to, you can take it up to your 30. All the other cars on this list, I can't say the same about. Not without having like some major work done. Yeah, nah, I don't think so. The Acura would be the closest, and the Nissan. The Acura and the Nissan would be the closest, but as far as like making it till you're like 25, no questions asked, and you got it at like 18, 17, definitely any Toyota. It's new, old, whatever. Just take care of it, keep the maintenance on it, and that car will literally last you forever. I mean, the prices on these are not as cheap because of how reliable they are, so you'll probably find like a 05 for like 3,000-4,000. But if you can get that, then you'll be golden for real. Like, you'll be straight. I'm not gonna hold you. I want to say I wish I got a Toyota, but I don't. I had fun with my G until it broke, so. But mine also kind of broke on behalf of me, so I can't really say too much about it. Like, I can't be upset that it broke, or like be like, oh, it's unreliable. Nah, it had its issues, a couple sensors and stuff, but the most reliable car that is out there is Toyotas to me. You can get a pickup truck. If you want to start a business, I'd say get a pickup truck in high school. I know it's lame, like considerably it's lame, like when all your friends are in these cars and you in a truck, but you'll be stacking up a lot more money to them. I can say that. So there's another way, because I know I actually have a friend who had a pickup truck in high school and people was clowning him, but now he's like, he got his own business and it's skyrocketed. Like, he's not worried about nobody now. He ain't worried about, he got 2-3 cars now. Like, he's not worried about it. But that would be my list. My top 5 list of cars with the honorable mention of the trucks. That would be the cars I'll tell y'all to look out for, try and get when y'all in high school or in your 20s at all. Definitely easy to fix up. All of these are easy to fix, cheap to buy if you can save up that much or get a loan for that much, however you want to do it. You can go to some buy here, pay here's. They'll probably have some for very cheap. If your credit's messed up, you can go that route, stuff like that. But these 5 cars are like the ideal cars for me. If I were to go in high school and had to buy one of these 5 cars, I'd be content with any of them. I guess I could do a video saying what not to buy in high school. Hint, BMW, but I'll make a separate video about that. But with that being said, I hope you guys did like this video. Like, comment, subscribe for more. I'm gonna get my setup fixed so it's not this big shadow behind me, and I'm gonna find or fix or buy my tripod when I overall find it. I don't know where it's at, bro, but leave it to me. Just leave it to me. But with that being said, I'm gonna check in with y'all in the next video. Did I already say like, comment, subscribe? I don't know. I low-key have a headache. So like, comment, subscribe if I didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up with y'all later.